Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another Hammer Productions night. Tonight, I will be reviewing The Evil of Frankenstein, released in 1964. The Evil of Frankenstein stars Peter Cushing, Kiwi Kingston, Peter Woodthorpe, Sandor Elès, Duncan Lamont, David Hutcheson, Katy and James Maxwell. The Evil of Frankenstein is directed by Freddie Francis. Now this is another one that is written by Anthony Hines. Now normally, Anthony Hines does a really good job on his script writing on these things. But this one, for whatever reason, Hammer decided, because they made a deal with Universal, and Universal was releasing this film, to almost retcon the previous two films' story that it had going with Victor Frankenstein, played by Peter Cushing. Now, he's basically, reprising his role, but instead of having a direct back history to the original film with Christopher Lee playing the creature, this one restructures the entire ending to the original film, The Curse of Frankenstein, and ends up just making it more like a direct sequel to the original 1931 Frankenstein. And the makeup, where they're trying to make Kiwi Kingston as the creature to look more like the block-headed Boris Karloff look for the monster, the creature, it doesn't work. It looks ridiculous. This is the worst design for a creature in one of these Frankenstein films from Hammer that I've ever seen. Now, you have a Hans character in this, played by Sandor Elès. And it just blows my mind that they have a character assisting him named Hans, who we met a character named Hans in the previous film, Revenge of Frankenstein. And yet this is not really even connected to that film. And yet they named this assistant character Hans again. So it's like it's playing like it is connected, but it isn't. The back history for Dr. Frankenstein is totally different in this one. The character of Zoltan, the hypnotist character in this, played by Peter Woodthorpe. Now, Peter Woodthorpe gives a pretty good performance in this, for the most part. Where I don't really understand his character and the way he is written by Anthony Hines is he has a moment where Peter Cushing's Frankenstein brings him in to hypnotize the creature, to bring him back to reality and, help him get the creature back. But then later, we are established that Zoltan has these hypnotic powers. But then later, Katy Wilde's Rena, she realizes that he's up to no good with the creature. She's ready to expose it to Frankenstein and Hans. You would think that Anthony Hines would have written it to where this guy's a hypnotist, he needs to silence her. He'll hypnotize her. Make her go along with his plans. He doesn't. He tries to rape her instead. I don't know why this was written in there. It was unnecessary.
Why should I waste my time on trash like you? I'll be able to take my pick soon.
But the Zoltan character was very charismatically played, very well played by Peter Woodthorpe. So this moment where this happens, and he's already had eyes for Rena to begin with, and yet instead of using his hypnotic powers to get her under his control, to silence her, he tries to attack her and rape her, It was just bad. That's a bad scene. And as I mentioned before, the creature itself looks ridiculous in this film. Peter Cushing, again, as the Dr. Frankenstein, was great. He still gives a great performance, even though the movie is not the best in this series. Sandor Elès as Hans is not as good as our initial Hans that we met in Revenge of Frankenstein, Francis Matthews. I don't know why they decided to do this retcon. This retcon really just hurts this overall film in a lot of ways. Overall, I think what they structured could have worked had they made the creature look more unique, like the previous two creatures in Curse and Revenge. But this one, just trying to make him look like the Boris Karloff Frankenstein monster with this badly done makeup job, it's just horrible. And Kiwi Kingston does not do a very good job playing the creature in this. He's probably one of the worst acted creatures in this film series. I really liked Katy Wilde as Rena. But her character is just not given a really good ending. Zoltan's little revenge thing where he was sending the creature after people and killing them, that was pretty cool. That was a nice little moment in there. But yeah, him not using his hypnotic abilities when he used them on the creatures, and he used them in his little stage show early in the film, but he doesn't use it on Rena when he gets the chance. It didn't make sense. Didn't make sense. If you have these powers, why wouldn't you not use them? So Freddie Francis, this is probably one of his worst films that he's directed. It pains me to say that because I really like Freddie Francis as a director, and I really like Anthony Hines as a writer. But this is definitely the weakest in the Frankenstein series, in my opinion. So I will give The Evil of Frankenstein from 1964. I will give this film a 6.9 out of 10. really pains me to have to do that because I really do enjoy the first two films in this series with Curse and Revenge. So when we got to this one, this just, it is really disheartening to see that they went in this direction just because they were working alongside Universal for this one. But what do you guys think of this film? What do you think of The Evil of Frankenstein? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And hit the bell icon so that you get notified for any future videos that we may put out. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this Hammer movie night, hope you will join me tomorrow for another action movie night. Until then, thanks for watching.